Okay, so we're based in Fareham. We employ 70 people. So in terms of the size, relative to the size of other businesses that you've heard earlier today, we're quite small. But we have huge ambitions. We have a young workforce. So even including me in the count, the average age is 33. So everybody else must be about 21. We have a healthy 50-50 ratio of men to women. And our whole job is to keep people moving. And we do it from the Orkney Islands to the Channel Islands. We do it in Europe, in Spain, Italy, and we do it a little bit in Africa as well when needed. We work off ports, oil rigs, road construction, building construction, shop fit-outs, events, festivals, you name it. Some of the more exciting things we've helped recently have been getting a bison shipped into a zoo. When KFC had their chicken crisis, do you remember that? They couldn't get them. So we supplied them with all the temporary freezers to put the chickens they'd prepared and keep them. I hope that worked out all right. We helped out at Grenfell, sadly, when that was an obviously bigger disaster than it originally appeared. And we work with people like Amazon, Deliveroo, B&Q, and so on. But we work behind the scenes. We're providing huge cranes and bottled water disasters and portaloos and all those sorts of things to people. And we're doing all this around Europe and the UK from our office in Fareham with 70 mostly young people. It's a very energetic problem-solving environment. We're passionate about customer service. There's a thing called a Net Promoter Score, which is a globally recognized standard of customer satisfaction. Ours is above 80, which is world class. British Airways is minus 46. We're quite proud of that. We hire mostly school leavers and people through college. Above all, what we're looking for is young people who can play to their strengths. And part of the conundrum here is young people don't always know what their strengths are. And I just want to answer a question asked earlier on. I think as teachers and educators, one of your jobs is to spot them. I don't think you can create them. They're already there. They're in somebody, I think as somebody said earlier on, it's in their DNA. Your job is to spot them and then fertilize that. Because we want people who can play to their strengths and with the right attitude. We'll then train them. Now, one of the exciting things about our business is we're now growing. We've been growing very fast, and we're now digitizing. We've got some systems in, but they're all old school, boring old things that don't really do anything exciting. So we're now working with a company in Farnborough, so Hampshire still, called DCSL, and we're having an exciting new platform built with capability for artificial intelligence, machine learning, and we're exploring how to exploit blockchain. Okay, so we have a big digital project. Now the exciting thing is we want to employ more young people, so we've just moved into our shiny new office, which is designed to attract young people. Young people don't want boring old fuddy-duddy offices anymore. They want an environment where they feel actually quite creative, where they have a degree of freedom and so on. And that's what we felt we needed to do to try and get the best people towards us. And we provide all sorts of things, by the way. We provide health insurance for young people. We've got garden outside for things. We support them with their young children as they grow and things like that. We do all sorts of things to help young people as they grow and develop and get married and so on. So the kind of things that we're investing this sort of more than £1 million in our new platform. We've got massive aspirations to digitize an awful lot of what we do. By the way, we're digitizing and human. We're digitizing the stuff that can be. The complex stuff, the front face to customers, because it's business to business, is still human. So we want human people as well as lots of AI and technology. So we're looking for people who want to engage, learn and develop, who are curious, who are sociable and outgoing. They might be analytical. So in terms of those strengths, we're interested in people understanding what they are. Actually, what we're prepared to do is help them to understand, because a lot of young people are leaving school and they don't know what their strengths are, and they've got some. The job is to find them and then foster them. I've got the fourth one up there, says data, data, data. oh my God, it's data. You know, there are people who build systems. There are people who use systems. We're going to be building and using one, and it's data where, to me, I can see the big future is if you're not actually into building systems yourself. So if you're not a programmer or a coder or somebody who's creating it, people with skills to analyze data is invaluable. My daughter went to school, didn't know what she wanted to do. She was writing music, doing gigs, singing, that was her thing. She left school, she went to university, wasn't quite sure, still doing music and so on. And then through various avenues, she found out about data. She's a data scientist now, and she's the highest paid person in our family. Okay? And it's never too late either. The thing I want to help encourage young people with is you don't have to have your career mapped out at the age of 18. You just don't. Take time and find that strength and play to something that's right to you. There's something up there called Agile and Scrum, right? Really exciting way of approaching creativity and developing new products and ways of doing things in businesses and in technology. And it plays to the way young people operate extremely well. So our new digital platform is being developed by our youngest people in the company who are bringing to it their experience of Nando's, of working at Amazon, of seeing just how gaming technology has a lot to offer business. And they're designing our new system. Fantastic. So they're excited by the opportunity. So the best ideas come from our staff. So the trick here is to get those people, find those people, and help those people, because they're not all finished products when they come out of school, but people who have a will, who want to do something. So the things we do, I want to jump to the second bit. We're very keen supporters of mental health. It's a big problem amongst young people, both at a clinical level and at a level leading up to potential clinical problems. So we support a charity in Fareham and Portsmouth called Moving On, which helps young people with mental health problems. But what we also do, and this is the important thing, we have a program called Free Yourself. And this is aimed at all those young people who are stuck in their bedrooms. Anybody here know young people who are stuck in their bedrooms? Put your hand up, please. Yeah, loads. And we run a program where we go out to schools, and we have we pay for a particular speaker who's extremely good with RC troublesome year 10s, right? Really good at it, and at making this connection between your future and your strengths and things you just like doing. You know, it's like the history. I was just thinking when you asked the history question, history is about looking back at patterns, trends, events that shape things. That's all needed in the digital world. It's a very creative world. It's got a mixture of creativity, structure, logic. It's got a massive element of working together. People working together to create things, collaboration. So you don't have to come out of university or school with a qualification in digital. Over 40 years ago, I became a programmer with a maths and music degree. And my first year, I was there with 2 people with geography degrees, 2 history degrees, and 1 English literature. Didn't make any difference. It's those innate skills, those strengths, those interests that young people have, and your job is to find them, and our job is to find them too and help build them and develop them. And so we provide this program to schools. And the funny thing for me, and the thing I'm really a bit angry about and passionate about, is I've offered it to schools, and boy is it difficult to get into schools to talk about this stuff. For some reason, it's so frustrating. There's all these pseudo-organizations arranging stuff. We're saying, no, we can. I'll come in and talk to your kids. We can get these proper speakers in and do it, for heaven's sakes. So I'm pleading with you, please connect in with the right people, the business community who is really passionate. Modern businesses, go-ahead businesses, understand now that you will not find ready-made, fully upskilled employees. You have to train. So we want the raw material, and we'll train. Fantastic opportunity. And so I just want to invite, before I close, Emily to pop up here and say a few words. Emily is one of our apprentices, and she would love you to ask her questions after.
But yeah, as Jonathan was saying, I'm Emily, and I've been working at Nationwide for, it'll be my 2-year day tomorrow. So I started at 18, and I had no idea what I wanted to do after college. I was just in my A-levels, and I knew university wasn't for me because I wasn't really passionate about anything. So I thought an apprenticeship would do good, and I went there, and I just thought from films, I'd be like, oh, easy, I'm just getting paid on the job to make teas and coffees. So I thought, this is brilliant, good idea. Went there, that was not the case. They bring me like straight into the deep end, straight away. Being 18, I had no idea. I think they were able to tailor me into the way which would benefit me to get my qualification and the actual office. So the qualification, I had to learn everything, from accounting to asking the directors what trademark even meant. So all this, they were able to tailor me. And I think that's really beneficial from being an apprentice. And I think that's what they're looking for, because now with all this new tech, I'm able to actually train the new people. And even at 20 now, I'm the one that is able to train them because it's all high tech. And that's what we're looking for now. So I think being an apprentice was the best option for me, really. And I'm sort of glad. And yeah, thank you.
I mean, my business is so lucky to have people like Emily. I just want to relay one other story, which I hope makes the point. We had one young person who was in their hoodie, a young lady, in her hoodie, moping around the office, doing the minimum, off sick a lot, very troublesome. So we spent quite a bit of time to try and find out what was going on. And that led to her transitioning, and she's transitioning to obviously to a man now. She's called Jordan, and she's happy for me to talk about it because we all helped her to announce it so that she got the whole support of everybody. And she's gone from being somebody whose face we never saw to being one of the leading voices of our digital project. He is phenomenal. He had no presentation skills training at all, didn't need it, just naturally passionate, and would have been another person who could have come here and talked to you today. And that's, I think, is a testament, because he's not the only case, that's a testament to that untapped talent that's sitting in these young people. And I think very often it's the very quiet ones and the very rowdy and troublesome ones who are worth looking at, because I think they've got the bright spark or that hidden thinking capability that they're afraid to socialize. And that's where you find capability. The middle ones, great, but they're kind of already there. They're kind of, you know them, they're already strong, you can see what they're doing. I would suggest we concentrate on those who are either very quiet or troublesome. Okay, thank you.